Okay, so it's the Monday after a daylight savings change, and I am like struggling to adjust to the 1 hour time difference. Spring forward, and for whatever reason, I've just been tired all day long. Woke up in the morning, coached the morning classes, and I think because I had to wake up early, and that means I had to go to sleep a little bit earlier than I normally go to sleep. That made my sleep kind of like restless because I wasn't tired, and it's just like this whole whirlwind of trying to catch up. And I had planned on doing the ANTA 2 review today, but I mean, I just didn't have time, and I was tired, and I like went home after coaching and I slept some more. So I'm gonna talk about the ANTA 2s in this video today. The actual ANTA 2 review is gonna follow pretty soon after this video, but retraining in the ANTA 2s provided by Workout EU. They just restocked, so make sure that you jump on getting these. I think it's 250 euros for a pair of, spoiler alert, probably the best weightlifting shoes at the moment. No, definitely the best weightlifting shoes at the moment. But anyways, I got some clean and jerks, and then hopefully I have enough time to WOD. You already know I am behind. Like always, I do have a little bit more time than normal, but we'll see how that works out today because I am tired and I'm moving a little slow and I have to coach all of the evening classes today after. Okay, I'm getting my gear on right now. The outfit today is provided by Fit World Apparel. I got to meet the owner, David, at Wadapalooza. He stopped me, tracked me down, and cool guy. Asked to send me some stuff to check out, straight from Mexico, which is always cool to find out because I know it's hard getting some CrossFit stuff in other places in the world. Like if you're not in America, it's kind of hard to get your hands on some of the stuff or some of the really cool stuff that we have access to. Nice to see someone going out and trying to, supply their community with gear. They sent me some shorts, comfortable shorts. I don't know about the durability, but they are comfortable. Fit okay, a little tight, kind of like right at the high waist, but otherwise, design looks cool. And then some shirts, just like normal screen printed 50/50 shirts. Designs are okay. There's some like kind of lost in translation things, but I get them, but some things don't translate over that great. And then of course, we're gonna be lifting in the ANTA 2s, and these were provided by Workout EU. I'm using them since like late October of last year. So I've got some pretty good sessions in with them, like I said earlier, I think they're the best weightlifting shoes right now. But it also depends on your preferences and your technique. The upper on these is a like synthetic kind of material. Doesn't feel like leather, it just feels like a synthetic material. On some of the other colorways, it looks really plasticky, but on this like black camo or black splatter and gold, it looks really nice. This is a sharp colorway. These are really nice looking woolly shoes. You have two straps on these. You have a carbon plate that is kind of like an H shape in the very front of the shoe. The outsole rubber and outsole design is very similar to just the ANTA ones. The toe box on these, and I had spoken to someone from Shenzhen Weightlifting, and they said that the toe box on these is more narrow than the last model, but I think it's way wider. Toe box on these is wide. It's one of the widest, and I think it's easily wider than Tier's toe box. But Tier's kind of just run small in general, so you might have to size up to get the same effect. And we've got really premium materials throughout. We got some nice cushioning around the ankle collar. You got a lot of lateral support from the heel. Like you see how high that side goes up. Tons of stability in the heel of this shoe. Like it's so rock solid when you land in these shoes, it's ridiculous. Effective heel height on these is 25 millimeters, so close to an inch. Some people are gonna like that, some people aren't gonna like that. The pitch, pretty gradual. There's a good spot for your heel to sit on. Not a huge crushing midfoot or anything, which I really like about these because, like Romaleo 4s and Legacy 2s, they had a really crushing midfoot. Just the wide contact area of these shoes it just feels like they're super stable. I really like these shoes. Build quality is super nice. And, some people say that they're pretty expensive, which, they kind of are, but like they're not like that bad when you consider that these are going to last you for a long time. They're never going to die on you. I think that you're going to buy a new pair of weightlifting shoes before these would break or wear out on you, considering you're using them only on the platform or gym flooring for just lifting purposes. I got them in a size 10, a size 44, and they fit me perfectly. That's my normal training shoe size. I think true to size, 10 fits me perfectly in these. And if you want to say that's in line with something, it's in line with my normal Reebok sizing. Okay, let's grab a barbell. I realized that I have my mic and I don't have a hat on today, so I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to have this mic on and talk to you guys while I work out. Okay, so maybe if I just put the microphone towards the back, I won't accidentally smash it with the barbell when I catch it clean. I haven't worked out in a few days. Actually, I haven't worked out in 4 or 5 days, which is kind of crazy. Last time I was in the gym was on Wednesday, and I did that hero WOD. It was pretty sore after it, but not sore enough to make me not want to work out. I just didn't have time. Very abbreviated warm-up. Maybe taking a few days off was good for me. I mean, nowadays, like, you risk taking days off, even if you are sore, you might just end up being more sore. And that is the crux of working out and being old. If you don't work out, then you could be as sore the next day as if you did work out. Getting old sucks, man. Even though I'm kind of bummed on missing the quarterfinals, I'm glad the Open's over. I'm done having to worry about workouts. As much as they're just workouts, and it doesn't really mean anything. It's not going to the games. You always tend to take them a little bit more seriously, which is, something that I just cannot get over, even though I know I'm not in that great of shape right now. But if there's anything that I also like about the Open, it's that it makes me always care a little bit more, and it like kickstarts my gears to like want to train more. And I always get this burst of motivation after the Open, motivation to work out, try harder. I don't know how long it's gonna last though. I never liked high-heeled weightlifting shoes, like 1-inch heels. Just never been a fan of them, most notably the Lice Tongues. I always felt like they would pitch me forward. And one thing I hated about Lice Tongues is the heel to toe slope is very aggressive in the midfoot of the shoe. Just like completely drops off down to your toes. I could not lift with it. Like I always feel like either my toes are down or my heels are down and my toes are up. And I hate that feeling. And with these shoes, even though they have a similar heel height, I don't get that feeling. And the reason why it pitches me forward is because my hip mobility is not amazing, but my ankle mobility is amazing. So then that puts me in this like position where I can really get pitched forward because I run out of room in my hips and I just rely on my ankles. You really notice that when I do things like wall balls, or if I do like overhead squats, you'll see me relying on my ankle mobility to get down, which is not so great. I should just work on my hip mobility, to be honest with you. kilos, 220. So one thing that's tough about these is you do feel that carbon plate, and it makes the forefoot not very flexible, which if you don't lace them up that tight, can create that heel slip problem. And it can also, without breaking these shoes in, can make it feel a little stiff in the forefoot if you're doing split jerks. Definitely a shoe that was like made for like squat jerking. He wants to go by the door because he likes, or when people greet him when they come in, he likes the attention. Tightening the shoes definitely made a difference. Another really nice thing about these shoes is that they're heavy. They're like, I think 24 ounces, men's size 10. It's a nice hefty weightlifting shoe. Like pretty much Romeo 1 styles. You can remember that far back. That was my first pair of weightlifting shoes. I bought off of eBay a long time ago and they were too big for me. So I had to flip them. Who knew that I'd be who I am today? Reviewing shoes, collecting them. That was all around not good. Shoes, man, so easy to correct being forward. You just like lean back a little bit and then boom, stuck on the ground. The heel on these shoes just like sucks you down to the ground. It's like gravity boots, and it's such a wide platform, like the ground feel, not ground feel, but like ground contact area. You just feel like you have so much to push off of and to like stabilize from. Got a good bounce on that one. It's like came flying off of me for the jerk. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. That time I got it. Yeah, that was ass. So we're moving on. Okay, so this workout is basically the Mayhem Compete workout with just 5 rounds. So minute 1, or it's a 15-minute every minute on the minute for 5 rounds. Minute 1 is 200-meter row. Minute 2 is 10 burpees over rower. Minute 3 is 15 wall balls. So I'm gonna struggle on those burpees. The row and the wall ball shouldn't be a big deal. So I'm using the Alpha Trainers. I actually returned that pair that I had to size down because they do run true to size. But even still, size down, these things are heavy as hell. 3, 2, 1. Bracket. Toes, toes, bracket, full pull. That's my quick start. Feeling that Chipotle definitely hasn't digested yet. It's like right all up in here. In my mouth. Gross. So gross. This is gross. Sucks. It's getting really uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. I feel all the food that I ate an hour and a half ago. It's all up in here. This feels like heartburn. Ugh. All up in my shit. Could have been worse. Another round would have been way worse. That started okay. It got pretty shitty around round 3. Granted, it's all doable. There's never a point where I was like, I'm not gonna hit the minute, but still uncomfortable. These shoes are okay. They did pitch me forward a little bit on the wall balls. I got toesy, couldn't stand on my heels as much. Same kind of issues that I had with the size up. But otherwise, generally comfortable. Heavy for the burpees, they're not unusable. Gym bro shoes, not really hardcore training shoes. Like, they're not supposed to be. Just supposed to look cool. The odd occasion that you do use them for some squats, they'll be okay. I was deadlifting and then the other days, and they were fine. I wasn't off put by them. It wouldn't be my first choice, feel tall, but they're okay. Yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for that ANTA 2 review coming up.